Hello, everyone. This is Laura. She's a virtual client of ours. She's located in California, and she's been working with us virtually for the last year or so. She's going to talk about her goals that she's had before and that she's been working on, and we'll go from there. So, Laura, just the first question here. What was your goal before you started working with us?
I have really terrible osteoporosis, and I've been trying very hard to find as many methods of attacking the problem as I can that would allow me to avoid taking the standard medications that are recommended to me. I would, if I can possibly avoid taking those drugs, I would like to try. That was my goal.
Okay. And what have you tried in the past to help you reach those goals? So you're avoiding medication, but what were you doing before?
Well, I had been trying to kind of a scattershot approach, unfortunately, with trying through nutritional means to attack the problem in any way I could think of. Also, I have been exercising a lot, but not, unfortunately, not in a really focused way. I had done some work with the biodensity machine and for a while, and some stair work, and just it was a very scattershot approach. And I felt like I really, really needed to concentrate and get organized and attack the problem in a really organized, thoughtful way that was beyond my ability to come up with on my own. And that's why I sought out your help.
Okay. Sorry, you said there's a bone density program. What was the name again that you tried?
It's called the biodensity. It's a machine. Yeah.
Can you tell us more about that, actually? I just want to know a little bit more about it and how it compares to like what we've done.
Well, it's in theory, I think it uses the same theory basically, but it is very brief, but maximum exertion force that you register on an actual machine. It registers how many pounds of force you're exerting, and you give it your maximum effort and hold it for 5 seconds. And it's there 4 or 5 different parts of the process, parts of the workout. And so it only takes about 10 minutes, the whole thing. But when you are doing it, you are exerting maximum pressure. Okay. And that's what that was about. And they also offered one of those power plate devices as well, but that just didn't seem safe to me, so I declined.
All right.
What I would want to be able to do is to be able to do everything that's necessary here for myself in my house or outside, and for it to be as self-contained as possible.
For sure. No, that makes sense. And just curious to know, so, you decided to hire us, but what led you to us, Fitness Solutions Plus?
Googling like crazy and trying to find someone who was well-versed in the problems of osteoporosis, as well as just being all around a great trainer. I've never worked with a trainer before, and I wanted to see if I could make those two things dovetail in a way that would work. So I got lucky and found you guys.
Cool. All right. And so now we're going to talk about your results. So feel free to start from the beginning or start from how things have been over the last few months. I know we've had our ups and downs, also the pandemic, right? And you had to go through a crazy election. But yeah, tell us about the results that you've achieved thus far.
Okay. I know that, I got the DEXA scan results like a week or so ago, which are pretty definitive. But even before that, I know that something has been changing in my body. I had been told that one of the problems that I had in terms of osteoporosis is that I was always underweight. Before I started working with you, I weighed 87 pounds. I'm very short, but still 87 pounds was underweight, seriously. My body mass index was not good. And I was told that I needed to put on weight, not fat, but healthy weight. And I have now, I believe, I have put on about 5 pounds of muscle. I know it's not fat. It's actually, I feel like muscle. And that's exactly what everyone had told me I needed to do. So in addition to the DEXA scan numbers, I can also tell that, I put on the weight that everyone has been suggesting I should put on. And I'm also, on the days when I'm not doing the workout that you've prescribed, I'm also doing a lot of aerobic stuff and stairs and things like that. So all in all, I work out 6 days a week for about an hour and 15 minutes a day, which is a lot. That's a lot. I'm 68 years old. That seems like kind of a significant amount of time for somebody my age. But I'm really motivated and to do that because of my really serious genetic predisposition for osteoporosis that goes back several generations on my mother's side. It's osteoporosis and kyphosis, and so I see it looming before me, and so I'm very motivated. When I had not gotten a DEXA scan in several years, and then partly because of the pandemic, I waited and waited, and then when I finally got it done a couple of weeks ago now, I guess, I was really pleased because I had been told that the best that I could probably hope for would be to at least slow down the rate of bone loss, and that would be a goal. But when I got the numbers back, what they indicated is that I had not only slowed down the rate of loss, but I had actually started to build the bone mass up again. And I had increased the bone mass in my spine by 4.1%. In the total hip was up 8.4%. And in the femoral neck, 7%, which is, I think, pretty good.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I'm very encouraged. As I had been saying, I'm still very osteoporotic. I have a long way to go, but this is a much greater improvement than I anticipated, and I'm more motivated than ever now that I feel like that you've helped me get on the right path to correcting this problem as much as possible.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we've done a lot of things through nutrition and exercise to get you to where you are. Yes, your bone mass has definitely increased a lot as well as your muscle mass. So let's talk about some of those exercises that you've made some progress on. A few months ago, I think you were deadlifting what, 40 or was it 45 pounds?
Well, the greatest weight that I was deadlifting was 67 pounds.
Oh wow, yeah, 67.
And
I thought
but then I had a series of injuries, and then I ended up in the hospital, and it was extremely frustrating because I had to back way off on nearly all of the exercises, and that didn't feel good. But now I'm gradually building back up to hopefully to where I was before. The deadlifts, I'm now, from having gone back to, I think, like 20 pounds or something, I'm now back up to, I think, 36 pounds or something.
36.
I'm getting there, and I sense in my body that I'm going to be able to get back to where I was. And the for my particular condition, the deadlifts and all the various kinds of squats that I'm doing, weighted and unweighted, are, I think, really important based on what you've been describing to me. And so I'm working especially hard on those things. Also, the other piece of the puzzle is jumping, which is, as I now understand, is almost equally as important a piece of the puzzle. And I'm doing broad jumps and Bulgarian split squats and one-legged, single-leg lateral hops and various things, all of which are new to me, but I can definitely see how they are changing my lower body, the musculature and everything. And as well as the weight on my bones, which is what that's all about. So I'm doing all kinds of new and different things.
So I think something interesting to note, you were telling me earlier that your bone density is about the same as it was 8 years ago, right?
Mhm.
And not only that, you're jumping. Um, you don't always see, someone at your age jumping. When was the last time you said that you had jumped?
Oh, I don't even know when the last time was I jumped, when I was a child, probably. Um, so the jumping aspect of the program has been uh, kind of interesting, actually, to me, to be using my body in this way that I haven't done since I was really young. And
Mhm.
to see what, at 68 years old, to see what I'm actually capable of if I keep an open mind and kind of throw myself into it. Um, so yeah, so that's been really interesting to me.
Yeah, no, that's great. Yeah, a lot of people, and you mentioned this back when we were talking about deadlifts. You were surprised that you're able to lift close to your body weight, and I was telling that's a real expectation. It's definitely possible. We're getting back there, of course, back to where you were, but your strength has definitely improved a lot. Muscle mass. Yeah, no, that's great. Okay, and how's your life different now? Since you've had these results, I understand. It's a pandemic. There's a lot of things to account for, but is there anything that you notice that you can or that applies to you in your day-to-day life with these results?
Well, yeah, in some kind of funny ways, actually. My partner has not been exercising. Let me just put it that way.
Mhm.
And so when a piece of furniture needs to be moved, for example, like my son-in-law needed a piece of uh, it's a constructed um, raised garden, like the wooden construction of it. And when he needed it to be taken out of the car and moved into the back of our yard, he asked me to help him lift it and carry it as opposed to his dad. Because
Well, there you
he
go.
figured I was probably a lot stronger than my partner.
No, that's a great example.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
Um, any comments for us or anything you wanted to say? Just to, put that in your.
I would like to express my gratitude. I've been kind of haunted by this problem for quite a few years now, and for the very first time, I actually feel like um, I have some direction, and I feel like I'm on a workable path. And hopefully, you and I will be able to figure out how I can continue to do this. This is going to be ongoing. This is not going to be something I can do for a couple of years and then stop. And
Mhm.
so I'm hoping that you and I can figure out how to construct a program that I can just keep moving forward with, because it does really seem to be helping a lot. And I'm really grateful for all your patience through all the kind of odd ups and downs of the last year with the pandemic and Donald Trump and all the different
Yeah,
tragic things that have
it's
gone
been
on.
quite a hectic year. 2020 has definitely been something.
Right, right. So seriously, though, thank you. I am very, very grateful.
Awesome. No, that's glad you had a good experience. You've been a great client to work with,
Thank
and
you.
yeah, you're definitely right about setting realistic expectations. People think that get to a certain point and then you can stop or try to maintain things. In your case, there's a lot going on, so we have to make sure that you're steadily progressing, or even making sure that we're hitting that minimum effective dose, right?
Right, right,
Yeah.
right.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you for your time. I'm just wondering, do I have your permission to share this video with audiences, clients, colleagues, and on social media?
Yes, please go ahead. Feel free.
Well, thank you very much. And once again, everyone, this is Laura. She's a virtual coaching client of ours at Fitness Solutions Plus. And once again, thank you, Laura.
Thank you, Shawnee. Take
Okay,
care.
you too. Bye.
Bye.